What's good, YouTube? Today we have the first place deck profile from the Los Angeles Regionals. A ton of people have asked me for this one, and we finally got it in. Cristian Gutierrez has sent in his matchups by round and everything, so let's get into it. 3 Volflame, 3 Gold Driver, 3 Silver, 3 Steelin, 1 Kieran, triple Gofu, 1 Luster, 1 Rescue Rabbit, triple Boombuku, triple Eccentric, double Maxi, triple Bismugear, triple Painful Decision, triple Pot of Desires, 1 Metalfoes Fusion, 2 full Metalfoes Fusions, and 2 MSTs. We also have 1 counter, triple Barrier, 1 Emptiness, and 1 counter. So you want to run it all, you just don't cut it. 46 in the main. 1 Orichalc, triple Mithrilium, 1 Animante, double Alkahest, 1 Vermilion Dragon Mech, a Void Ogre, Ignister. We've got Psyframe Omega, the Utopia package, a Break Sword, and a Totem Bird. Instead of, usually we don't see both of these together. It's pretty interesting. Double Side Blocker, double Ghost Ogre, triple Ghost Reaper and Winter's Cherries, an ABC Dragon Buster, a Dante, a Totally Awesome, Regeki, double Dark Hole, and double Cosmic Cyclone. Let's get into those matchups. Round 1, Dino Miss. Game 1, I went first. I set up a board. He cut it out with Kieran and Emptiness. Game 2, he bricked, and I ended up with an Ignister and Emptiness. Round 2, Cyber Dragons. Game 1, he went first and made a board of Infinity Durandal with a back row. My turn, I summoned an Archfiend trying to bait Infinity. He ended up using Durandal, making me pop his back row. To my surprise, was an Artifact Scythe. In the end, I end up activating 2 Scales and Pendulum, 2 Draco Slayer and Volflame, crashed my Volflame into Durandal, and I set up Barrier and pass. Next turn, I just ended up taking damage, and he passed and ended up clearing his board, and he scooped. Game 2, he bricked and opened up 2 Brilliant Fusion and Garnet. Round 3, Metalfoes. Game 1 and 2 were quick, don't have any input. Round 4, ABC. Game 1, I went first and ended up with Kieran, Alkahest, and Barrier and won that. Game 2, he went first, and he opened with Tsukiyomi in 3 back row. My turn, I was able to play through a Strike and Warning, and then Pendulum and take control of the board with Kieran and winning. Round 5, ABC. Game 1, I had a pretty good board, but he broke it and took control and won. Game 2, I opened all Metalfoes that were scale 8 and a Boombuku. Some of Boombuku got Kieran. Ended up with Kieran in the scale with a Boombuku, 2 Metalfoes combo counter, and the quick play. Excuse me. Ooh. His turn, he Twin Twistered the counter, and the quick play. His turn, he drew Twin Twister, and he hit my counter and quick play. Ended up with a board of Buster and a Tsukiyomi, and a set with a hanger. Time was called. My turn, starting off with trying to bait the Buster with the effect of my scale 8 on one of off the face up Metalfoes, and he took the bait, banishing my scale 8. And then I placed another scale 8, and he popped my combination to set Metalfoes Fusion and add Driver. Activated Fusion and made Mithrilium, bounced my Kieran, and activated my scale 1 to Pendulum, and then he tagged out his Buster, putting all of them in defense, and me popping the other scale and setting up to make Orichalc. I attacked with everything and pierced through his wall for game. Ended in time. Round 6, Metalfoes, same as round 3 and 4. Round 7, Metalfoe Yangxing. Game 1, I opened up broken, and he couldn't out my board. Game 2, he opened a huge board, and I couldn't play through it. Game 3, I bricked, but I went first, luckily, and he bricked too, so I was able to grind out and win. Round 8, Paleozoic. This match, I couldn't recall because I was starving and wasn't really focusing on the game. Round 9, Mermels. Got the match because of a deck check my opponent had infractions on his deck list, causing him to receive a double game loss, giving me the win. Notable rounds. The only notable round of the event was the last one where I had 2 of my teammates next to me. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. It's super late. 1:30 here. So he said he had both of his teammates next to him, Walter Jewell and Michael Komadurin. Shoutouts to San Yizidro. I know these guys help me out pronouncing it in the comments section. I feel bad. Games. Christian and the boys, Kim for supplying the deck, to my boy Sean that got F'd, and to House of Champions for letting me post on their channel. Well, thank you very much, Cristian Gutierrez, and congrats on that first place, taking the big old win on this regionals.